game crashed on me. So, hello, welcome back to some more Let's Play mod Deus Ex with the GMDX mod. I have to redo the summary all over again. I'm gonna skip a summary. You guys know what, or rather, the equipment summary. You guys know what I have. You guys should remember what my skills are. So here are my skills, just in case you've forgotten. These are current levels. Here's augmentations and their current levels. And our inventory. A quick summary. We're looking good on ammunition. We shouldn't run out during this run. We're low on grenades. We're low on miscellaneous gear. We're looking decent on other miscellaneous equipment like lockpicks and multi-tools. In the last episode, we redirected the missile that had been targeting Vandenberg and set it to launch at the Area 51 base instead. We arrived shortly after it had struck. It did not destroy Bob Page, though, or the vast majority of the facility, I suppose, because that was located in a bunker in a mountain and was impervious to that particular missile strike. We are now infiltrating this facility and have made it probably, I think one-third of the way in so far. Our task is to eliminate Bob Page, who is in the process of attempting to merge his consciousness with Helios, as well as integrate some sort of universal constructor technology into himself. Or perhaps merge himself into one of those instead, effectively becoming an unmoving system. But he'll be able to create whatever he wants through it, and he'll have all the knowledge that humans have had up until this point, effectively becoming a god. We will not allow that to happen, and so we're here to eliminate him. Alright, and with that said, I'm going to put a break here, which means I'm cutting the recording very quickly, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, let's pick up where we left off. Remember again that we are totally beating the game here in this video, but probably not in this particular segment of the video, unless we actually don't have very much left to go. I don't remember this place very well, but I do know what's coming up ahead because the game crashed as I was going up there. So I will do what's up ahead a little better since I know what's about to happen to me. Oh, that explains what happened earlier then. Okay, we'll just use our, whatchamacallit. So, viewer. Apparently, the Area 51 base is having some issues. It feels like the Black Mesa research facility. If reactors are blowing up and what have you, as Bob Page is beginning some of the most important work he would do. I saw that. That's a very fast bot over there. Let's walk up to this. We're going to be reached out by Morgan Everett from this location.
How much further?
Not far. You will reach Page. I just wanted to let you know that Alex hacked the Sector 2 security grid. The code's 8946. And I wanted to warn you about Tracer Tong.
Tong's helping out from Vandenberg. The vaccine worked.
Yes, well, he has another motive. He wants you to destroy Area 51.
That's the plan.
No, JC. Spare the facility. Spare Helios the power station. They can be made to service.
Us?
You and me, JC. We'll rule the world in secret, with an invisible hand, the way the Illuminati have always ruled.
Don't you think it's time we end the tyranny for everyone?
There's such a thing as a compassionate conspiracy. We don't need Page's commandos, troopers, crude inventions. Trust me. Kill Page. Dowd and I will be here to help with the next step.
Alright, let's chat for a little bit. Then I'll put another break here, because I talked for like 15 minutes here, and I lost all that. As I mentioned before, whenever I've beaten Deus Ex, the like 3 times I've beaten this game in its totality, I have always sided with Tracer Tong. It is my belief, and deep down I guess I will always hold this belief, that if someone proves untrustworthy, you cannot trust them again. And the temptation to use this technology for nefarious ends is too much for most people to withstand it. And as such, even if, let's say, Morgan Everett and Dowd were able to resist it, other people that they would undoubtedly eventually have assisting them might have had their trust in such people misplaced, or they might be fooled. Clearly, Bob Page has done this with the Illuminati when they existed at the height of their power. Or perhaps not at the height of their power, but Bob Page was a member of them, and then he took some of the research and used it for his own nefarious plans. As such, I would feel that this should be leveled. Just destroy it, no one can have it. Eliminates the temptation for everybody. It can't be misused by government, organization, or individual actors. However, it will set the world back, because all communications, the internet is basically shut down. So we lose all of that. You'll lose all the information. All the networks basically are wiped out. There's no information on it any longer, and who knows when we'll be able to redevelop the technology again to start it again. I think canonically, JC does destroy the Area 51 base if what I remember about the second game in the series is true. But I also remember not liking the second in the series very much at all. I felt like it was more or less a cash grab. The same ammunition for every single weapon? What were they thinking with that? Anyway, that's a tangent for a different day. This time around, though, I would like to see a different ending. Now, my recollection of the Tracer Tong's ending is it takes all of like 10 seconds and then it's over. And I'm imagining all the other endings are somewhat similar, but I have never seen any of the other ones. So we've just heard our first possible other ending. Let the Illuminati take over from stop Page and let the Illuminati control Helios. And I suppose one of the only reasons why, or I'm guessing, Morgan Everett, well, maybe not the only reason, offered us a position of power with him is he felt perhaps that we needed to be given that opportunity, or we would not just simply allow him endowed to regain control. So why not pull me into it too, right? But I'm super paranoid. I would imagine JC would be super paranoid about everything that's happened to him over the past like week and a half. It's only been like 10 days in this game world since we first arrived on Liberty Island docks. My goodness. Perhaps we have proven that we can be trusted, and that we, at least at this point, our moral compass is also facing in the same direction, or one that Morgan Everett is willing to accept as a possible ally going forward. I think that probably most people who have also played this game have chosen Tracer or Helios as their options for the endgame. So I think we probably will side with Morgan Everett. On that note, when I checked the video, I don't remember seeing anyone who left a comment talking which ending they wanted to see. Some folks did mention what ending they too have chosen, but not which one they want to see here. So I think we will choose Morgan Everett. Not necessarily because I, Tim, want that ending, in so much that I feel the only real choice is destroying everything, but because I'm curious. I haven't seen the ending, so I like to see what that cutscene looks like more than anything else. But that's what's guiding me, the unknown this time around. In a similar note, though, the Tracer Tong ending makes it sound as if we'll lose this technology forever, and that wouldn't be the case either. We would eventually get it all back again, and then we would be facing the same situation. So maybe it's best to actually have it controlled by a group of people who may have actually been somewhat benevolent in the past to guide us to this spot where they lost control because of a bad choice or two. That could be... that doesn't sound so bad. And I do agree with Morgan Everett. There is such a thing as a benevolent dictator, or a, what he call it? He didn't call it what I'm about to say. A nice conspiracy? that's a word nice was uttered by Morgan Freeman. But that... Morgan Everett. But that... It is possible you have someone who actually everyone likes, who makes the decisions... Well, just because everyone likes him doesn't mean he's doing the right thing. Just because everyone agrees with the decisions he's making doesn't mean those are the right decisions either. But I get the feeling that he... Based upon some of what we've learned, that they weren't necessarily evil. They definitely didn't release any plagues, from what I recall. It's just that the people thought they were in control by their votes or people that were placed in power, and they never had control. A different group did instead. People not elected, right? People doing their own things for power, to maintain power, or so on. Or perhaps the power that they held was it also benefited them to keep that power, and they still made good choices for the rest of mankind in addition to that. Depending upon what you would view as the benefit of mankind, I suppose. Anyway, I've talked myself into it. We will go ahead and side with Morgan Everett this time around. Besides, he was the first one that reached out to us, so he cared about us the most. Alright. With all that said, I'll put another break here, so I don't have to record this part again. So give me another second. Alright, back. Sorry about that, guys. Once again, the game crashed, so now I'm super nervous it's going to crash again, and I don't want to have to re-say all my thoughts. I won't get it right. And by get it right, I mean I'll sound... I'm sounding stupider every time I record this. Granted, this is only the second time, but I know it's going to get worse and worse as I go forward. So I will tell you what I know about what's about to come out, because I played maybe another 3 minutes before the game crashed. Around the corner there is a spider bot. I don't like spider bots. We don't have very much that can handle them, but we could dish it out. Yeah, there it was. You see it? It's going to go back to the right. I think. It probably will. It should. Don't make a liar out of me. Around the corner here is a camera and a few guards, including an alarm button. And if they press that alarm, you get a lot of dudes that come out. I was in the middle of a firefight, and I think I was losing when the game just died on me. So, probably too much happening all at once. We're going to peek around the corner, though. That camera will be really annoying. If we want to get past it, we have to use our thermal optic camouflage. It looks like it's only facing this way. So maybe we can? We could also stand here, activate our camera, and look down a camera. Our camouflage. It does have cam in it, but it's not a camera. And see if there's anyone down there. I think we'll do that to start. And there is. And I put it away because I'm thinking I'm playing Stalker 2. I think right click is for some reason bring it up so I can actually stare through the scope, which is not what it is. What's my levels? 85? Okay, we should be okay to do this. Let's do it. Oh, they hit the alarm. I mean, I don't know why the alarm's not going off immediately when we entered this area. I don't know why they waited. Bob Page knows we're here. He knows exactly where we are at the moment. He can see what we're seeing in our info link, I'm pretty sure. Okay, the alarm is now off. The alarm is still going. All right, never mind then. We're not going that way. We're giving up. We'll have to fight the bot. What that is guards rounding the corner, and the turret we hacked.
Scanning area.
Is firing on them. That was super lucky. Please. That's kind of funny. The turret we hacked that said fight all enemies is fighting all enemies, and they're not destroying it.
Scanning area.
Where'd he go? Forget it. He's gone.
He's stealthed.
Scanning area.
He's not stealthed. I don't think the bot will care.
Scanning area.
There's a turret down that side. I think we can probably get past the bot. We just have to chase after it. I guess the darkness here is of the shadow. What am I trying to say? There's enough darkness here that we don't have to worry. Oh, Tim, you're going to have to be really quick, though. Not as quick, perhaps.
Scanning area. Scanning area.
Okay, whew, we're safe. Woo! We could put a mine here, I guess. We do have EMP grenades. One of those will actually work on the bot. I'm going to risk this, viewer. This is so bad. But I want to peek around the corner after it passes us to see where exactly it stops.
Scanning area.
Too far away. We'd have... Yeah, too far away. I guess we can still lob the grenade, so we'll try that. Right about here, I think.
Target acquired. Damage.
Okay, or that works too. We got plinked a little, but we'll be okay. We don't need to use a health pack quite yet. Alright, well, so much for my... He saw me right there. We didn't take the augmentation that shows our stealth level, so I did not realize you were so visible. But at least it eliminates that bot. Alright, well, speaking of taking augmentations, viewer, I talk about the build and what I thought of it here. So first, we have a few things to remember. This is a modded version of the game. This is not the original Deus Ex. The last time I played through the game was with the Shifter mod, which was basically the original. It changed, I think, one of the augmentations and allowed you to use augmentation canisters as augmentation upgrade canisters if you already had the ability it was for. Is this the thing? Is this actually what we're here for? It can't be, is it? It might be. Let's think here. Actually, we're gonna delete this. I'm gonna quickly make a new one of these. This is for the Area 51. Passkeys, codes, words. Okay. I'm also gonna save again. Actually, I'll make a hard save too. Let's save. I don't know. Let's put it here. So as such, this has a great deal more variables to it. I already forgot what the code was. 8946. 8946. That's it. Okay, that's a lot easier than possibly going the other way we went. What happened? Greasels. Greasels happened here. I'm confident it was Greasels. Oh, there's an augmentation canister in that. I mean, why not, right? Sure, why not? We'll take it. We can probably spare a single multi-tool for this purpose. So remember that some augmentations are very different. Some are automatic where they weren't previously. I think there's even one... No, I don't want to say it. I don't want to lead you guys astray. He doesn't have anything on him. Weapons, there are a great deal, it feels like, more modifications for your weapons here, and there's more experience with extra ability, stealth, and all the perks exist as well. So keep that in mind with what I'm about to talk about. But first, let's take another upgrade. And I think I'm going to upgrade our radar transparency so I can more reliably use this. So let's upgrade this. Okay, this should be hopefully rather cheap. I'm hoping it's reduced it to half its power, plus another half its power will be reduced, I hope, by Tech 4. So hopefully we can leave it on for a little bit longer than a few seconds and still have power left. We don't need a plasma weapon. I don't care about the darts. There is assault rifle ammo in that. I don't care. I don't think I care about that. There was some decent stuff in these. Shotgun ammo, a shotgun, a sawed-off shotgun, a lockpick, and a biocell. We'd be exchanging multi-tools for other things that are not multi-tools. Is there a multi-tool in this one? Because if so, maybe we take it. There is, okay. Then we may as well open this. It's effectively free. Choices like this remind me of The Legend of Grimrock, when you had a gold key and you had to choose which locked door you wanted to open. That was a great game. So we get a lamb, we got the multi-tool back, we get an electric cell, and there's an augmentation canister that is regeneration or energy shield. We already have energy shield, so we're not taking that. So we still have 9 multi-tools, Tim. We'll be fine with 9 of them. Okay, so it's my first time getting it. Oh, we have a health bot here too, and potentially, hold on, we have potentially more loot. Then we'll add the camouflage. The only thing that's in that one. That's a range or damage modification. We don't really need that, and nothing else. Oh, hold on. I lied. Flares. Some credits, a prod, and I don't recognize what those 2 other things are. Oh, throwing knives. Candy bar. And that is it. The candy bar we'll take and eat. And we can get our health back here, thank goodness. Okay. Well, that makes any heavy fighting we do, as long as this remains here, a lot easier to stomach if we end up doing poorly. I don't know how many multi-tools we need. I would not mind grabbing at least a thermal optic camo. But I don't want to use another multi-tool on the off chance we... Do you want to go down to 8 of them, Tim? Let's go down to 8. Because this lets me be invisible to humans and the robots. So we'll take that. Okay, so with all that said about the differences between this mod and the base game, let's talk about the build for a little bit and what I thought of rifles. This is my first time, viewer, using rifles beyond the NSF like warehouse area. In the past, I've gotten that far and then ruled them out as tricky to use, shall we say. And hold on. First off, that goes here. And I guess we're going to be using with this already. Right, we have to take that off. I forgot what the code was. What is the code? What's the code? 8946. I think I did 8964. Okay. I don't want to use the thermal optic now though. So I used the 20% one. That was a failure. 8946. 8946. It's not for... We have to be out of this, please. It's not for that. So at the end of the day, we have to worry about that stupid we don't have to worry about the camera. Tim, just run past it. Okay, that's not so bad. I like rifles, but they have different types of... Well, I suppose this would make sense. They have different types of things you worry about with rifles. The amount of space used to have the rifles that we want is quite a bit, and we're using 2 entire rows to have just the rifles with us. And this doesn't include the striker, right? We didn't take the striker. We said no to that because we had already begun upgrading our sawed-off shotgun. Striker probably would have been a better choice, and we probably should have dropped the sawed-off for the striker. But also, I was a little more worried about space at the time. Now, to be fair for space, I am bringing flares that many other people would never even consider bringing, and we are bringing the mini crossbow and a stealth pistol. I was never in, we were always going to use the mini crossbow. It's just too good of a weapon, early game especially, to not use it. But the, what's that sound? What's happening? I think someone was running. Someone is running. He's hitting the alarm. Oh God! Tim, the alarm's active. What are you doing? The alarm's active. You can't go that way now. I keep hitting the right mouse button. I want to wait till the alarm goes off before I head in there. That was interesting. So it called support troops down. Or a single troop for reinforcement. I guess Bob Page is really scraping the bottom of the barrel. I guess... Actually, that looks like a cargo lift. Not... Oh, hello. I keep hitting the wrong button! Too much Stalker 2 weeks ago. Okay.
I'm always pleased to see one of my experiments perform so well. You aren't even afraid, are you? We got a lot of things right when we made you, Denton, but don't worry. I know your weaknesses.
Loot? A cute Asian girl? Not fair. I think we're gonna be safe. Oh. We should put that back on, though. Right, so space is a concern. More than I had with my melee. That was a sniper rifle guy. Thankfully, he was staring down with his the scope down that way, and then wasn't looking down this side. Most importantly, though, he'll have sniper rifle ammo if I can get up there. Sorry, just doing some inventory rearrangement. Okay. Right, so... I really like that this mod has made it so that you don't have any... waiver? Is that the proper term to use? When wielding a weapon, if you've fully upgraded it... if you fully upgraded and of course are possibly using the targeting upgrade as well. And we cannot reach that over there. Unless I can... Is there a button for this? To rotate it? There is not. We would need... Actually, maybe we can make that. That's going to be tricky, though. I don't think we can... Oh, maybe? No. How about from this? No. go. Okay, so we can't get up there. We would need Run Swift to do that. Hello. Ooh. Well, that's worrying. And a multi-tool. That's more stuff if we want to go back. Do we? No. Anyway, I'm getting super distracted here. I apologize. And it's gonna be hard to keep my train of thought as we go forward through this. So I suppose I will say I like rifles. I love that the sniper rifle can be used to destroy doors and early on cameras and what have you. I want to say that they've made the cameras tougher in this version of the mod, so that we can't destroy them willy-nilly. But I'm not, like, as we proceed through the later levels. But I'm not 100% sure on that, as I never made it this far with rifles before. So maybe this has always been the case, and we never would have been able to get to use them for in Area 51 to destroy cameras. But I was hoping that they would have the same power that our Dragon 2 sword possessed. Oh, we need a key card for this. Did we miss it earlier? All right, hold on. Let's go down here. Guess we're going to explore this area after all. This feels like the right spot for spider bots, so we're switching back to our sabot rounds. And I suppose AP rounds for our stealth pistol. Oh, okay. That's where we were earlier. Oh, there was a way to get to this area without even seeing having to worry about the cameras whatsoever. Okay, well, it's too late now, and we have to run past this camera again or let it activate on us. Because we clearly missed something. 8946. We tried that, and it doesn't open... It doesn't open that. Can I destroy this? I don't think I can. Let's quick save really quick. Okay, quick save really quick. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. This is going to get really annoying, Tim. No, we're not damaging it at all. It's at 80% life still. So we can't hurt them. Oh, but you know what we can do? We can just turn it off. Damage threshold is 80. With this weapon equipped, we do 70. We would do 77. We would have needed the final point. That augmentation upgrade would have to have gone into targeting, and then I could possibly begin destroying cameras. Okay. So it's possible, but we didn't do it. Oh, it is that code.
Dead. It's dead. Remember the briefing.
That was super awkward. I'm not armed for this. The gameplay is indeed very different with rifles compared to my normal Dragon 2 sword build. Instead of racing at the enemies and hoping to hack them... hack them to bits, leaping up to destroy cameras and everything as well. Just a single shotgun blast or two can down an enemy at an okay range. And we have the means of limiting them at extreme range. I mean, we knew that, though, when we played it. Ammo was a little bit of a concern at one point, which is the only reason why we even took that stealth pistol. Though I'm holding on to it in the vain hope that we'll actually get another auto fire upgrade, which we know we're not going to acquire. Or, well, actually, we might get it. I don't think we will, though. Stop! I saw him just as he saw me. Oh. Sorry, viewer. Well, we're messing this up in every way imaginable. we will brute force our way through this. we kept all the gear. I suppose we're not doing so badly, but it does feel a bit awkward that I'm probably gonna walk into every single ambush and not see anybody, and so on and so forth. All right, she had a shotgun and a PS20. We don't care about the PS20, so we're just gonna drop that. And I say she had a shotgun because we grabbed some shotgun rounds from her. So, space was a concern, ammo was a concern. I think we got him? We did. And now I'm not speaking. There's plenty of weapon modifications in this version of the mod. Oh, we didn't get him. We did not, in fact, get him. I think he threw an EMP grenade at us. Okay, well, so much for that guy. Oh, another bolting tool. And what do we have here? Julia, I must see you. We have to talk about us, about this project. I'm not sure what we're doing here anymore, and Paige has made strange requests of the interface team. I would leave, but not without you. You mean too much to me. After the duty shift changes, come to my chamber. It's the only place we can talk in private. The code is 0169. I love you. Alan. But Alan... Well, this is Julia, so Julia didn't make it. That's a shame. So sorry, Julia. Let's see. Guess we'll just write this code down, though I don't know what it opens yet. The Dragon 2 sword feels funner to use, though, when you slice up turrets and cameras and what have you. Of course, reaching them can be tricky if you don't have move fast / jump high, but you want that anyway, so you can close with enemies as quickly as possible. The sword makes a little bit of noise as well when you use it, or when you have it out, so sneaking up to somebody with it is difficult, so the run silent one is not quite as useful. Firing range routine. Oh! I don't know if any of these are civilians or not. We should be using the, our stealth pistol for this. This is new. This reminds me of the old Resident Evil games. Accomplishment bonus, 100 experience points. Yeah! Not that that will matter whatsoever for us. And we wasted a whole clip from our machine for our shotgun. Sorry, for our assault rifle on that. It looks like we can get up in there based on what I see there, but perhaps that's just for show. We can't actually get down into that. Oh, and of course I used our AP rounds for that. Of course I did. Paying attention at all. I'm on autopilot, apparently. The augmentations we have are nice. I feel like we did upgrade everything correctly. The possible only exception might have been Muggerville Muscle taking up one rank, but I feel like moving the big crates was useful early on. If I was to move that point somewhere, it would probably go into targeting. Just because now, a minute ago, we realized that we actually need all 5 points if I want to destroy cameras here in Area 51. That would have been the only reason why I would have moved it otherwise. And the skills felt good to use when we were using them. I really like stealth. It makes walking faster. I like the silent movement as well. It's really nice. I like it. I think it's a nice addition to the game as well. And I'm glad that we did take a point in it. I hear what sounds like a bot somewhere. A recharge bot. Oh, no I don't. That's a security bot. Let's see if this opens really quick. No. With the Dragon Tooth Sword, I was able to slice up even war bots, the big giant ones with the missiles. Of course, you would die in the explosion that would be the aftermath of it, but I was able to do so. With rifles, we still, which I suppose makes sense, we don't have any good way of destroying robots or anything that is significantly armored. We can use a lockpick. We get 2 flares, a multi-tool, a health pack, and 37 bucks. Not that I'm expecting to ever use the money. And another 37 bucks. 2 37 bucks in 2 people's lockers. You know what? What's our health pack at total? Let's use one of these. Oh, we don't have to use them. We could, well, it's too late now. We could just double back to that one robot. I'll grab a lockpick for I'll grab a lockpick. I'll grab a health kit for a lockpick. Okay. If we put the grenade there, it probably gets it. I do see the turret, which hints there's a camera someplace down that hallway, too. So, my thoughts on the individual weapons. The shotgun's nice, the sawed-off is good. Like, it's decent, does decent damage if you can blast someone with the full amount. Not against, I guess later enemies will be resistant to it, the normal rounds, but the Sabbat rounds make up for it, so it's good. I like this. We probably would have liked the Striker even more. Sniper rifle, you never have enough rounds for it. We're down to 27. It feels like just the other day we had 50. But we've been down, I think, to the teens at one point during our playthrough. Fantastic. Much better when you have upper ranks so that you stop the wavering from happening, or waver, whatever it's called. The shakiness when you actually zoom in, which feels a bit more pronounced, given that you don't seem to do anywhere near as much if you're not zoomed in. He's walking this way. The assault rifle, I mean, we annihilated Walton Simons with this, so we can't really complain about the weapon. Or rather, we can complain about the weapon. So if we're gonna... Oh, I forgot this has grenades in it. Should we try a grenade? let's try one of these. I've never fired one, ever, so let's give it a go. Never mind. Okay, it's amazing, and we've always had a way to deal with robots. It effectively fires lambs. Really? Alright, never mind. Okay, well, I was gonna say that this weapon, although really, really nice, it burns through ammo extremely quickly. Holy crap, does it eat ammunition. We can use easily half a clip to kill a single MJ-12 trooper, which does not feel very good. So for example, our 6 leftover magazines, we'll be able to kill 12 people with this before we're out of normal rounds for it. But I like that grenade launcher. That's nice. It has a slight arc to it. That's the first time I've ever used it. The arc is quite different compared to when you normally throw grenades. That's going to be tricky to use going forward. Let's also go around this way. And, yeah, okay, so that was all the rifles that we took. And there was nothing this way. Okay, so we had to go the other way. Since I've never used a striker ever, I have no opinion on it one way or the other. We could, if we hadn't taken and upgraded the stealth pistol, we probably would have had enough upgrades to... And especially if we stopped upgrading the sawed-off shotgun, we probably could have upgraded the striker to a decent weapon as well. Yeah, we could have put... we could have moved recoil from the SMG over to it instead. SMG, the assault rifle over to it. So it probably would have been a better choice. I see the camera. So we'll hug this wall first. I see that on the wall. That's tricky to get, so we'll just detonate it. As with the melee build, or I suppose actually, if I think about it, with this mod, those HE grenades give us an option to deal with something a little easier than it would have been with my melee builds. I normally always take a law on my melee build, so I can deal with a single robot if I need to. And of course, we still have the lambs and what have you, too. What's going on? Oh, there's some wind here or something. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, I see. Can we get in here? Okay, so they won't help us with the wind. I'm assuming we hit the buttons we see over here to turn it off. Oh no, those are lights, not buttons. Oh, okay, sorry, we're just losing stamina being in this room. And/or oxygen, so we can't stay there. Oh, we can go up! Okay, I did not know that. This is also the first time I think I've taken the goggles and held on to them. I both love and hate that they prevent me from using my infrared to see where I'm actually targeting. It's realistic, but I hate it. It's a shame there isn't some sort of technology that lets me still see that light instead of me losing it. I mean, we have freaking nanoparticles, nanomachines in us to give us special magic powers. Surely they could do something for our goggles as well. I'm glad those guys didn't see me. But say I intend on doing that. You know, our shotgun has a decent range on it too, considering how far that guy was from us, and we still destroyed him with like 3 shots. I was hoping to knock all 3 of them out, however, so this way we wouldn't have to worry about, or rather we could search that guy's corpse too. Not that I really need anything he has on him, but if he had a key, I would have wanted that. That looks like this opens to reveal a spider bot. And we know what the security code is, right? 09... Oh, well, hold on. This is something that requires hacking instead, which we have master of. A decreased velocity. Security. Turn off these cameras I not even know existed. And we'll see if that's enough. Oh, speaking of keys, there was a key here. Sector 3 access key. Actually, there's no reason for us to go that way then, is there? I can't think of anything in that room that we missed. Yeah, there's nothing. Maybe with enough microfibril muscle and jumping, you can get up here. Or maybe ride that to a different section of the base. Okay, that has the giant spider bot. So we're gonna race past that again. And the camera. Here we go. I was about to say we were up to 11 multi-tools, but we're back to 10. I guess we'll quick, do you want to peek at that, Tim? Probably. You don't need to. I'm fine. I think I'll be glad to have the multi-tools we have when we get into the last section of the base. And I have nothing else really to talk about, viewer, in terms of, like, politics or what have you, or, like, how, any, like, hot takes I have on anything here. There's not much to talk about, I guess, for this particular area, other than what we've just talked about briefly with, Mr. Ford. Sorry, Mr. Ford? Mr. Everett.
Do what you think's right, JC. Only listen to your own conscience.
Okay, well that tells you... That doesn't really tell me anything, Paul. All that says is, you know, do what you feel. I feel like joining Everett. I feel like joining Everett today, so that's the plan. This feels like a trap to me. This feels like a trap to me. I think we'll place a lamb, like, here? After we hit this button? Maybe here.
Bet you didn't know your mom and dad tried to protest when we put you in training. They love their little boy, JC, and that's why they're dead. I'm sending up the man who did the job.
Mom and Dad didn't have augmentations, though. And I think I'm glad I put the whatchamacallit there. I think that worked out. Someone moved into it, and I think we killed at least one other dude. So I'll take that. That worked out for us. How we looking health-wise? Some slight damage. We're okay. I don't feel like we need to go back for the medical bot. Oh, although this doesn't... Oh, it does go down. Okay.
Looks like you're bleeding, Denton, and those were only the grunts. This is going to be easy.
I don't know what you're smoking, Paige. You've tried to stop us numerous times. We've stopped every single one of your stupid plans.
We can get you into Sector 3, but no further. Page is in a separate area with his own security grid.
Everett says you want me to destroy Area 51.
I intercepted his communication. JC, he is simply using you to bring the Illuminati back to power. Listen to Savage and me. There is a reactor lab with 2 antimatter reactors.
In other words, yes. You want me to blow the facility up. Why? It's just a hole in the ground.
Decades ago, the UN made Area 51 the central hub for all electronics communications. The Aquinas Protocol, originally for surveillance, has given Page unlimited abilities to censor and control all forms of media.
If we destroy the Aquinas hub, we'll take down the global network.
Exactly. They dug their own grave, JC. We're going to eliminate global communications altogether.
I don't know. Sounds like overkill.
As long as technology has a global reach, someone will have the world in the palm of his hand. If not Bob Page, then Everett, Dowd.
Another Stone Age would hardly be an improvement.
Not so drastic. A dark age, an age of city-states, craftsmen, government on a scale comprehensible to its citizens.
I'll think about it.
Savage has a map of Sector 3 from when he worked down there. I'm transmitting now. Use it to find your way to Page's complex in Sector 4. Then find the coolant control room, which should be at the northwest corner of Sector 4. Cut off the coolant to the reactors, then go to the reactor lab. I will tell you how to trigger an explosion.
No, we're not obeying Tong this time. And, you know, they were called the Dark Ages for a reason. I'm pretty sure, like, they didn't call it the Dark Ages at the time. Maybe they did. Maybe they liked that. It was, you know, kind of edgy for back then. But it's not going to solve anything. People will eventually, like, make boats and go overseas and begin the process of doing everything they used to do again. So, like, shutting down the ability for people to communicate in any sort of global scale just delays that they're going to develop the technology one more time. Unless you put someone in control to stop that from happening again. And I don't know. I don't think that's going to work. We also have a lot of people who would, like, now that I'm thinking about it, you would remove, well, it's not like all technology stopping, Tim. Just the communication technology. People would go back to books and learning from each other for a bit. Until they read, but people know what the technology exists. They just remake it again. And assuming we don't destroy all technology, like we're not literally thrown back into the Stone Age, which is what Jason Denton hinted at. I mean, does eliminating the communications just throw everyone back to the Stone Age? I don't think so. The 80s existed without the internet. I lived through that. So did times beforehand. I don't know. Now that I've heard Tong say this, it doesn't sound like this really solves anything. I suppose it does solve things in the short term, but someone may have another like hub or other information set up somewhere else. In fact, I think they did, which is why Deus Ex 2 occurs. But once again, I believe, I hope I'm getting the word right. Canonically, DC Denton does destroy the lab, sides with Tracer Tong. Now we heard the spider bot.
A corpse, yes. You feel something. I must know what you're feeling.
Loot! I'm thinking loot. Flares and sinks. That's not very good. We're not even using the flares. We should probably just drop the flares at this point. Maybe there'll be a dark area we want. I guess we will listen to what Helios says. Because the last option is joining with Helios. Basically, Helios is like, I don't really want to join Bob Page. He's a jerk. Look, how about you? You know, you helped Daedalus. Helios, you know, Daedalus kind of won Icarus over to us. So he's feeling it. That's a Karkian and a Greasel. And we know those things are bestest friends together. Although that does mean we can go back to normal rounds. The bots are downstairs. Oh! I think I remember this part, viewer. I think this I think might be the final area. Do we know what we're doing for these two? Kill Bob Page and clear the way for the former Illuminati leaders to restore an age-old secret government. Rule the world of compassion and invisible hand alongside Morgan Everett. New Dark Age. First, I saw that. Here's some footsteps. Very Unreal Tournament, the battle tune here. I see him. I want to see what type of mine that is. It's a gas grenade. Okay. No, that's the EMP grenade. No, it is a gas grenade. We can probably take it. One of those. In this area, viewer, I want to say Greasels, Karkians, and Spider Bots will respawn. So if we kill them, they will come back. So we have to be concerned about that, if I remember correctly. That's 2 Karkians. Greasel saw us. Now that does too. I want an easier place that we can get cover from their shots. I mean, we might as well use some of the ammo for the pistol. We have tons of it. As it glares at us angrily. Now, someone saw the body upstairs. And we killed that guy. So, there's probably another guy up there. We don't have the tool for this. We have plenty of lockpicks, though. We'll use 3. The damage threshold on that door was also 80, so we're not actually going to be able to open it with our lockpick. Yep, Greasels. Oh, actually, there might be new Greasels down here. Oh, we have a water area. The Greasels, let's say, are down here. It takes 2 tranquilizer darts to down a Greasel, if I recall correctly. Well, we have rebreathers, so I don't know if we need to go down here. But I guess we'll give it a go. We'll read that later. Oh, hello, Greasel. Okay. We got a key of some sort, and we got some information. Mac, looks like another leak in the reactor room, but check the waste water filters first. We might get lucky. Page is on my ass about the power grid. Some sort of medical procedure I had this afternoon. The problem is not the filters. We need to know ASAP if there's an issue with the containment system. Note that Page changed the code to the reactor room this morning. It's 2001. Sal. And we got a key. Waste disposal key. It was for this, I think. I don't like this. I feel like I'm exposed up here.
My own augmentations are nearly complete. Soon, I will be more powerful than you can imagine.
Okay, Obi-Wan. Keep that threat. A single round for our assault rifle. That's a gray. We killed one of those together, and it was a nightmare. If I remember correctly. That was awful. Good for that guy. That was ugly. Holy crap, we took a bunch of damage from him. And we need to use 2 health packs, and we're still not all the way healed. That was a nasty ambush by that guy. And I can hear a Greasel eating another Greasel, which means that we probably have the respawns I was talking about. I want to just peek, though. Oh, I don't see them if they are down there. Alien genome, a gray. I don't think we can communicate with it. Actually, no, this is some sort of hologram. In this room, it's just a hologram. Its door shatters, actual gray runs out of it. Oh my god, terrifying. I thought this was also my mini crossbow. I wanted a tranquilizer on its butt. So that must have been what was being kept in when they moved it here. I don't like the look of this. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Speaking of liking the looks of, first off, we get a damage modification. I guess... I mean, we still put it in our stealth pistol. It's still the most effective use of it. So, I think we were given some imagery of the place, weren't we? We were. Okay. So, we're looking to get here to kill Bob Page. Is that right? And we were in... Is it labeled? It's not like someone was arming a gun. Someone was. I think this is bugged. I think this is bugged. This is not... It says unlocked, but it's not opening. So we're not going that way. Very well, then. I keep hitting F, viewer, thinking it's bring out my weapon. I guess so we'll talk about Stalker 2 briefly. I think I was recommending the game the last time we spoke. I no longer recommend the game. I carried a huge bunch of bugs, a series of bugs right in a row, which really was ruining the entire experience. It was a sniper rifle guy, too. I thought it might have been. Ah, with some climbing or what have you, we can get into that, I suppose. So, do you know what a burrower is? The game had a bug where it's the same event spawned every, like, 75 yards, or it's about, I guess, 80 meters. It spawned a burrower and 2 dudes to fight it. But the burrowers were more than the match for the 2 dudes, and so eventually the horizon was filled with these horrible psionic mutants, as far as the eye could see.
I will now explain why you have been allowed to reach Sector 3. Come to the Atman's hub. Until you have received my instructions, I will not open the blast doors to Sector 4.
Okay. We have to hear about every single option available to us. We were going to get Aquinas Hub anyway. And since he just reached out to us... Oh, this must be it. Do we know the access code to this? We do not know the access code to this. And he did not give us the code. So I guess we have to find it. Hey man, what's up?
Get out of here.
Note received. Oh! I clicked on this by accident. What does that say? Susie, go! The cages are open. I don't know what happened. Some kind of attack. I got into the Aquinas hub. Yes, the code works. And our monkey friends are transgenics, I'm pretty sure. I will be in the reactor lab. Don't come find me. I'll meet you on the surface when it's safe. Yes, the code works. Okay, so a hint that we need to talk with Susie.
You don't belong in this sector.
You don't belong in this world. You never know till you try. We don't really need an augmentation upgrade canister, though. But it is only... You know what? It's only one multi-tool. You know what? It's only one multi-tool, and we have 11, and I doubt we're going to use all 11, so why not? We'll just take it. I don't need to kill the dude. He's hard at work. You know, we'll need him after we join the Morgan Everett team. And watch that one thing we just read actually has the information. Actually, we didn't read it yet. There was a little data cube in here. Susie, I finally got the security login for Lab B13 from Mac. He said to have a ball. Just don't blow us all the Kingdom Come while you're at it. If you do find anything that helps with hooking up those blue fishing gizmos, let us know. Might give us a better idea of exactly how those reactors work. Login, Area 51, password Bravo 13. We don't really need that, because we can just hack that. Looking for a passcode. It's a lockpick. I don't care to try to make that jump for it. Oh, there, well, that's not him. That's someone else. But he may have information that we need. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. So anyway, so that event happened. Oh, let's read this too. I'm moving all the explosives we find into storage. I don't think there's any danger of sweating our spontaneous detonation. The stuff looked like it was pretty stable, but I thought it might be best to put it in a secure, structurally sound location. If your people require access, the explosive locker code is 4225. He had a pistol and another biocell. And we did take that augmentation canister. We will grab the targeting upgrade. Which means... Oh! We still don't do 80 points of damage threshold, so it's a waste! Oh, come on! Gonna level a complaint at this mod. One of the fun things about the game was the option to destroy sentry turrets with a high-powered, fully augmented sniper rifle. At least when I had done it back in the NSF headquarters an age ago. I really don't like that I can't destroy them here with it as an option. That feels so bad. That feels really bad. Maybe it's never been the case for that, but I was hoping that would be the case. I would not have upgraded targeting at all otherwise. I would have left... Actually, is that right? I guess the targeting did help us get through some doors earlier, but now that it... Does the lockpicking perk let me lower... Hold on. No, it's just doors. It's just doors by 5. It's not cameras. At least that's what it says. So we can't take that upgrade so that we can destroy cameras. We're still not allowed to. Oh, that feels so bad. That feels so bad. I would have taken any other upgrade then. Oh, well. It's too late. No need to keep complaining, Tim. Did we jump down here? Sure. Oh. That feels like that goes down to the water area we were at earlier, so I'm not going to go down there. we're back here again. The music here reminds me a little bit of Northern Journey. Yeah, so that bug happened, it began to be the case that some of the, what are they called? Anomalies? You would see where they are, and you wouldn't touch them, but the game would say that you did touch them. Hold on, we're gonna shut the camera off. Open whatever door that is. Shut that camera off. I don't know. Oh, and we could have, I guess, unlocked the augmentation. If I press that. Alright, and it shut that after we hacked it. Okay, so there was an easy way to just do that. We didn't have to use a multi-tool for it. We do want to go down here, though, and get the guy's sniper rifle round. Just a single one. Yes, tech goggles. We'll grab some more tech goggles. Alright, so we've cleared this entire area out. Oh, more sniper rifle ammo. But now where do we go? Did we learn the code for this? So we learned, I guess, we learned this information. So, login, area 51, Bravo 13, access to B13 lab. And then we have... explosives blocker code 4225. That's not that one, though. I'm lost. I'm lost. I missed a clearly very obvious door I'm supposed to take. Actually, hold on. I hear the spider bot. We haven't gone down to Spider Bot Alley. So let's see what's down there, and then we'll take a small break and come back to do more later. How do I get down there, though? It was... I don't remember where it was. It was this way, wasn't it? Yes. That's the greasel that's down there. This guy had a Glocka and a dagger, not useful. I see the spider bot. I hear another one. Or 225, Tim. Oh, it's open. Okay.
These are the antimatter reactors. 2 giant bombs waiting to blow. But first you will have to go to Sector 4 to shut down the coolant. Watch out for the escaped Greys down below.
You couldn't possibly go through with something like that. You'd kill everyone, including yourself.
Are we not allowed to go this way, then? This is not the way we need to go. Ilio said we're not going to be able to gain access to Sector 4 until we talk with him. But we know where we are, at least, like, maybe image-wise. So we're here. How do I get here? I don't know. But clearly it's not this way. Which means now we have to deal with those spider bots we snuck past originally. I hope we got one of them. Alright, so we're not allowed there, and I don't want to do that anyway. It's not down here. This is where we came from. I don't think we're allowed back the way we came. No, it's not this way. I mean, it might be that way. I don't think it's that way. We can't access this path. Right, the door doesn't open. So if this is where we're supposed to go, that's not happening. If I just walk up into it, it doesn't zone me, right? It does not. There are cool switches to turn the colors of the monitors, to flicker them, but there's nothing else there. Hazmat suit? I mean, I'll be glad to have one of those, I suppose, but that doesn't give us closer to our goal. This is where Helios reached out to us. We don't have the key to that. There's no other way here. And he didn't give us the code to this. We don't know what that code is. He didn't tell us what the code was either. Okay, I think we're stuck. I feel like it should have given us the code, but it didn't. Or it's in a clearly, easily to all of you at home viewers spot, and I don't know what that spot is. Alright, so I'm gonna put a break here then instead, and then when we come back, I'll have the code, because I'll have looked it up online. I'll see you guys then. Take care, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm talking like I'm ending the episode and we'll have another one. I'll be right back. It'll be like at least 24 hours. So I will see you in a second. Hey everyone. Alright, I'm back. It's been like 2 days. And I know where we're supposed to go because I looked it up. Okay, so first off, I thought it was glitched and that the door just wasn't opening. And I found a code for the door, and I've actually written it down already. The door code is 1038, and I checked and it works. However, it's not a glitch. We just didn't find the code because we didn't proceed onward into the Lab 18, which is where it's located. I had second-guessed myself in that Helios wasn't going to open this door. I mean, you guys know, we more or less just happened. It more or less just happened, but it's also been 2 days for me, viewers, so bear with me here. We're not actually going down there. We are instead going over there. To that. And the code is somewhere on the other side of that. Okay, and we're not even oh. We're not even poisoned or anything. We definitely don't want to get seen by the Greys. I would like to avoid having to fight any more of them.
They still there?
Who?
The Greys. They're right outside by the reactors.
You mean space aliens?
We lost power when the missile hit. The cages, they came unlocked.
You have a pretty clean shot at the surface if you leave now.
No, not until I see troops. How'd you get back here? This area is restricted.
I was thinking about firing up the reactors.
Good one. Even the Seraphic 8X guys say the reaction's too unstable. They only bring it up to run tests.
Alien technology?
And that's what they say, but I think it's a lie. The Greys are just clones. They say from cells they got at Roswell, but how do we know? They could have just engineered monkeys to not have any hair.
Can the Greys run the reactors?
Ha! They're monkeys. That's the thing. Maybe they have super brains, but they don't know anything about any alien civilization because they grew up in cages. Never been to Sector 4 myself, but they locked the blast doors because they're doing more than cloning down there. I found out one of the codes, 1038, but that turned out to be for the Aquinas hub, here in Sector 3. I don't know. Maybe the Aquinas system controls access, but I haven't figured out how yet.
I like that they pronounce these things differently, because I would pronounce it Aquinas too, not Aquinas. And we know that they can do more with their big brains than we would like them to do. I'm assuming that their attacks are indeed like some sort of radioactive or telekinetic, there it is, telekinetic attacks of some sort that they're using on us. I think we talked about aliens in the past, viewer. I myself am willing to believe they exist and they're out there. They might even be watching us. They might even be here on Earth already. But I haven't seen any proof. And without actually seeing one waving at me and a rocket in the background, I'm like taking a selfie, I am not gonna go all in on the conspiracy theories. And I don't say that to mean that they're clearly false. I'm just saying that I don't have any proof, so I'd have to go on just what people are saying. And that's fine, but it could easily be explained by other things, some of the phenomena. So, I see some crazy weather phenomena that I would have thought would have been aliens had I not known that it was something else instead. We have more spider bots. And more corpses. Oh, a medical bot. Okay, so that's our second one? That's our first one in this area. How are we doing for experience points? Another 50, and we'll be able to take stealth up a rank. I mean, we can just do this to these guys.
Okay.
We have plenty of space to maneuver. I didn't see an alarm down there. And that should do it. Tim says as he hears the music stop, which means that did do it. I'm judging based on... so all the corpses we've seen are like troops. So I am guessing that the MJ-12 troops have eliminated who was here originally. Unless it only so happened that the missile we launched caused the deaths of some of these people in here. And only American troops, only what looks like actual military based on the fatigues they're wearing. Okay, so how's our health? Oh, we're a little wounded. There's no reason not to heal. We're right here. You're a bot. Let's see. Thankfully, we can hack into this. Your request for discussion concerning the plausibility of creating genetically viable candidates for nano-augmentation through cloning has sparked considerable interest. We believe that with sufficient research investment, the careful cultivation of acquired tissue samples from known H-types epsilon-negative individuals could yield an indefinite number of specimens with the immunity factors required to tolerate the injection of nano-organic material. If you examine the attached studies, you will see that the repeated cloning from the primary source material result in only a 0.53% immunoglobulin variance. We would suggest utilizing the data acquired by the Illuminati during the smallpox vaccinations of the 1940s to genetically screen for those couples most likely to produce desirable offspring, who would then be cloned and raised by the parents under careful supervised conditions. These cloned siblings would provide the necessary redundancy for further experimental trials. In the future, this process could be streamlined through the application of accelerated growth and memory implantation, which happened to us. We look forward to hearing any comments you might have. Dr. Olivois. Bovine manipulation. I'd like to investigate the possibility of resurrecting the bovine manipulation project with an eye towards recreating the Grey life form. While the project was deemed a failure at the time, it was successful at a propaganda tactic in diverting attention away from the actual Dreamland research. With recent advances in genetic science, the Grey life form could be engineered to protect MJ-12 facilities, while also serving as a useful bit of meme indirection. Indeed it could, I suppose. Interesting idea, Bob, but I'm sure MJ-12's research allocations can be put to more substantial use pursuing our own human augmentation projects. However, I'll bring up the idea with Stanton and Morgan. Lucius. Secondary unit, that is us. I've come to believe that Lotaeri should be brought up in a more supervised environment than his brother. I have serious doubts as to his brother's usefulness as our primary unit, and would rather that at least one of the secondary units be under our direct control. One of the secondary? Terminate the parents, but see that Lotaeri is not harmed. We'll move him to our school in Switzerland where we can oversee his development. If it becomes necessary, his brother is expendable. Page. Aquinas secure? Something strange. I just finished a packet analysis of the new version 1.82 compression protocols we added to Aquinas last week, and while I was digging around in the headers, I found a quirk in the security encryption algorithms that acts just like a backdoor. You could even reformulate entire messages end to end if you knew what you were doing. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So they're slipping something in the packet headers, which everything I guess would receive and automatically then translate in order to understand what the rest of the packet contained. In other words, they would definitely receive it, and they might not be able to block it until it's too late. It's pretty subtle, and would require someone to matrix together several offsets from successful packets to generate a time differential key, yep. But the end result could potentially open up every bit of traffic carried by Aquinas to someone who knew about the whole. I was thinking about mentioning it to Paige. Maybe get some points for discovering a potential security breach before we shipped? What do you think? Jim. And we can't read this one, we don't have enough time. Alright, so we'll come back for that last one. Multi-tool! Or can we get in this one? Is this the same information? It is not. What? What was that? What? Okay. Let's use a pick. Let's see what's in this. What's in this is disappointment. Nothing. So my mind, it translates this picture as Nixon shaking the hands of Elvis. Is that what this is? I actually don't know who this is over here on the right, but it looks like pictures of Elvis that I think I've seen. So I think that's what I'm looking at here. Nixon was before my time. Okay. Do we have enough time to get in this? No, not particularly. Alright, we'll just have to come back for that later.
All the way down, JC. Get to Page's compound and take him out. Everett and I will join you shortly. We'll bring back the old institutions, the prosperity of the last century, the giddy acquiescence. Trust us, JC. We can put the world back together.
Now there's a voice I haven't heard in years. Rueful, as I would expect for the fall of the Illuminati, pining for its return. either nostalgic or senile. Oh well, the old take comfort in delusions. No harm done.
We know better than to trust you at all, Paige. And as I was mentioning earlier, I think, the Illuminati was doing things in the past. Maybe they know what's actually best. At least that's what we're going to convince ourselves is the case, because we are going to still side with the Illuminati this time. I should be looking for cameras. They have surprisingly few of them in this area. Of course, getting in to see Paige is not going to be as easy as I think I would like it to be. I forgot they launch rockets at that distance, or I would have activated my defenses. Okay, so we took some damage. A little light damage. We can heal that back at the bot. Oh, hello. Hidden dead body. This feels like it's the same area that went over the wind tunnel? Because it... actually, it's not. I don't know if we're going down there, but just in case, I want that bot destroyed. It's completely safe to throw something, a grenade down there from here. I didn't remember if I searched that corpse or not. We get a gas grenade off that poor gentleman. I hear other footsteps.
Closer. Yes. You'll come to the integration unit at the top of the chamber. Come to me.
We're not going anywhere else probably until we speak with Helios. I halted, and I killed you. A recharger for our energy! Thank you. And a med kit on the good doctor, who's also dead. As good as dead. Some normal darts. And a candy bar. You don't even need the candy bar, I suppose. Actually, one half of the candy bar we don't need. It heals both our bioenergy, or restores some, and also gives us back a little bit of life. So I guess we're going to the 3rd floor here? The 1st floor looks too dangerous for me.
You will go to Sector 4 and deactivate the uplink locks. Yes. Then you will come back and we will integrate our systems.
I don't understand. What do you want? You're just a machine.
You are ready. I do not wish to wait for Bob Page. With human understanding and network access, we can administrate the world. Yes. Yes.
Rule the world? Why? Who gave you the directive? There must be a human being behind your ambition.
I should regulate human affairs precisely because I lack all ambition, whereas human beings are prey to it. Their history is a succession of inane squabbles, each one coming closer to total destruction.
In a society with democratic institutions, the struggle for power can be peaceful and constructive, a competition of ideologies. We just need to put our institutions back in order.
The checks and balances of democratic governments were invented because human beings themselves realized how unfit they were to govern themselves. They needed a system. Yes, an industrial age machine.
Human beings may not be perfect, but a computer program with language synthesis is hardly the answer to the world's problems.
Without computing machines, they had to arrange themselves in crude structures that formalize decision-making, a highly imperfect, unstable solution. I'm a more advanced solution to the problem, a decision-making system that does not involve organic beings. I was directed to make the world safe and prosperous, and I will do that. You will give me the ability. You will go to Sector 4 and find the Equinus router at the east end of Page's complex. Yes. You will deactivate the update clocks.
I'll think about it.
All right, well, let's think about this then. So, an interesting point made from JC Dendon. Sounds a lot like the LLMs that we are kind of dealing with at the moment. I was using one just today, and it made a bunch of mistakes.
No, Helios is mine. I will be the one to merge, the one to see and know everything, to rule everything.
I have chosen you. Trust me. I will use the security bots to protect you.
I saw the fast bot come out of that area and didn't want to stay there. Okay, I think that worked well. I think that we didn't suffer too much damage from that. Now, I mean, Helios is arguably going to reject Bob Page unless well, then again, maybe not. Maybe he won't have a choice. He will be programmed to do what whenever someone walks in there, Bob Page can just force it to merge with him, as it were. So that's the next thing. So that's an interesting point in a way about institutions and how they are, I suppose, a ruler makes decisions. Everyone else tries, well, not everyone else, I suppose, but it is hoped that people follow those and that the wisest decisions are being made to the benefit of mankind. But clearly this has not always happened, and sometimes it's been only to the benefit of the individual as well. However, I do not believe, at least what I have seen, is that the limited... we don't even have real AI at this moment. But I'm not sure that it would not have any ambitions. It would have to specifically be programmed to not have such. And that's too tempting. Not to have something as powerful as potentially what that is, and not tell it that it's going to pick a side, right? So, in this setting, maybe Helios does indeed have no ambitions, and so it will try to be neutral in everything. Oh no. Please tell me it didn't see me. Okay. I would really rather not fight another Gray. And the Sabat rounds don't really do too much damage to these guys. It feels like the other types of other weaponry would work. Other weaponry, that the normal shotgun did more damage to these guys than our Sabat rounds did. Now, where are we going? I guess to Sephric, 8X is where we're going next. So, over there. Is that... Oh, wait, this is... over there. So, where we were earlier. Is that right? You know, I'm not sure. I think all roads lead to Mr. Page. Although, while I've gone here, we'll heal everything. Okay, so I came up here, we didn't have to, because this is where we want to go. Can we mantle out of this? We can. How much damage did we take there? Nothing significant. That leads to where the gray is located. Oh, we have Greasels down here. Directly down here. No, don't use a grenade. A Gep gun. Do not need such. Sniper rifle. We'll take some ammo. And some more sniper rifle ammo down here. Sorry, I want all the corpses just out of the way. I'm gonna forget which ones I searched or not.
Yes, do not forget. Doubling clocks.
I see the camera.
Don't get your hopes up. My compound is quite secure.
Yeah, you've been saying a whole lot of words earlier, Bob Page. None of it proved to be true. Recording begins now. Damn it, there's no... Where's the goddamn clip? God damn it, who the hell are these guys? Okay, 2 clips of 7.62 and maybe 3 clips of 10. Where am I going to go? Don't think. That'll get you killed. Just get out. Everything comes next. Okay, let's move. Xavier, move. Unidentified noisers. Christ, you want some of this? Have some. Come on. I'm not gonna die here. I'm not. He's recording. Deactivate it. Recording ends. Yeah, so they came in here and killed these poor guys.
It let me through. I can't believe it. Paul, where are you? What do you mean, it?
Helios. It's taken over Aquinas. Now it's everywhere. In Hong Kong, it already has power Majestic 12 never dreamed of.
What's going on? The AI wants to merge with my brain or something. Does it really think it can take over the world?
It's decided to replace human government. I don't know why. In Hong Kong, it ordered the police to remove all barricades from the roads. Traffic is flowing again. It declared the triads illegal and locked the door to the Luminous Path compound.
And people are obeying? Why? Because the AI can change some codes and turn out the lights?
I think everyone wants the roads to be open and trade to pick up. They just obeyed. I don't know what to think. They trust the AI. Almost no one complained when Helios cut power to the government buildings.
A benevolent dictator. Maybe it's after my brain so it can figure out what people want and how to control them.
You have a tough choice, JC. If you defeat Page, the Illuminati will move in. They'll release Majestic 12's grip on world governments. They'll give people some freedom, but essentially it will be 20th century capitalism, a corporate elite protected by laws and tax codes.
Yes!
Or I listen to Tong and pull the plug on everything. Or hand the world over to Helios.
Well, if it's maximum freedom we want, maybe Tong is onto something. But there must be another way besides economic collapse. If we could trust the AI to be fair and just, as it appears to be...
If the brain it assimilated was mine, maybe it could be.
I don't know. I wish I had an answer for you, but you'll have to decide for yourself who you can trust.
Trust me. I'll do the right thing. You sound good. I guess you have the kill switch beat. I'm much better. Yes, I'm gonna make it. And you will too. Just do what you think is right.
I mean, that's a dangerous thing to say, because different people have very different opinions on what they think is right or not, including us. But the game has kind of directed us down a particular path as to the groups you're kind of forced to work with, as it were. I do rather like that. It doesn't leave it too open in the air. But it would have been interesting if we could have sided with Majestic 12 and had a completely different way of playing through the game. Or if at an earlier point we had this choice, and then like the last 3 levels or so were completely different, depending upon what choice you made. As it is, we only have a few more different options available to us going forward. And by that, I mean that we have like a different way or different requirements to complete the game at this point. So, yeah, so we're going with the Illuminati. It's sheerly because, not because of any particular thoughts I might have, although I did grow up in the 1980s, so I don't know. I kind of like that form of capitalism. I mean, granted, I was young, so it's not like I had a job in the 1980s. At least not initially. At the very tail end, I did, but not early on. But anyway, I'm beginning to babble. We're siding with them because I've never seen anyone complete that ending, and so I would like to see what that is like. Biocells, 4 of them. And nothing. Of course, there's a candy bar and a biocell. Subject, MJ. Oh, this is where we were grown. We were grown in one of these. And they're growing a sample Bob Page or something like that here, too. So our parents weren't really parents, right? We were grown into that, and then we were given to people as... Well, I guess they were our parents, but not our biological parents. That is not what happened. We were grown. We weren't birthed. That's a heal bot up there. We could arguably use it.
What's the rush? Take a look around. This facility is where you were born. I've arranged an appropriate fate for you through the hallway to the north. A poetic death. Just a few yards away from where you were created.
Well, he didn't manage to kill us with whatever trap he had just set, unless the place is still falling apart. Oh, this is us. Assigned birth name Lotaeri. Or rather, we were here at one point. And we're not going that way any longer. There's an augmentation upgrade in here. It's 1 tool to open it. Like, oh, sure, why not, right? We have 12 tools remaining, or 11 tools now. We are not lucky to run out in this area. I guess I'm gonna take... Let's take energy resistance. 70% resistance to such. The thought there is that if I remember correctly, and I guess it wasn't the other area, but there's infinite, effectively, Greasels and spider bots, I think, coming up, depending upon how we want to go about solving the game. And they both do damage to me of a non-ballistic type, so our armor isn't going to protect us too much going forward. I could be completely wrong about this, by the way. The mod might have changed it up. Bob, was that the trap? This is ugly. That's a lot of grays. Can we... That's a combat music. Environmental generators. Why don't we turn them off? I'll go ahead and just do something there. I'm assuming we turned them off. Yeah, I don't want to go in there. Oh my God! Oh no! All right, we got one. Well, I don't know what we actually did then. When we turned off the environmental regulators, but it just pissed off that one. And there's another in there, so I guess this one's gonna get pissed off at us too. Right in your face! Man, no, viewers, if you saw me right now, you would see me like leaning in my chair to dodge the blast as they come my way. Why those weapons? Why the pistol? I don't feel like I'm in any real threat. It looks like they have to stop to use their brains. And as long as I keep kind of moving and falling back, I can eventually hit them, especially thanks to the laser sight. So I think that was a good choice for us. All right, Bob Page. How is that the ironic... Oh, I guess that's the ironic death because... Why? Because they grew these in the lab as well? Or these are based on our biology? Let's take a look at this a little bit better now. So I guess we'll unlock whatever that is. Open the door on the far side. Okay, it's just our children being affected. A Glock. I don't trust this. And wisely, I did not trust that door. He was waiting to ambush us right there. Good for that guy. I think that would have gotten me too. More grays down there. Karkians as well. They see me. There's Mr. Page. Guess we can say hello to him.
Page is protecting himself with a plasma force field. The controls are locked. You will have to eliminate each power source individually. Bring down the 4 blue fusion reactors in Sector 4, then go to the control room on the upper level.
Hey JC, if you want to do what Everett says, you'll need the deactivation code. I decrypted the first 3 digits before Page killed my connection. 724. Sorry, you'll have to guess the last digit or find it on your own. So that you'll know what you're looking for, I'm transmitting a schematic of one of the devices. Good luck.
Thanks, Alex. I forgot Alex is actually working with the Illuminati now. just want to get rid of all this stuff. Copy this. Oh, actually, that one we know already. It's this one I want. We'll save the game really quickly as well. Oh, viewer! I just realized something. I think it was Lost Fremen. So before I started recording this game, Lost Fremen was curious what I was going to be playing in the future, and mentioned playing Anachronox again. I wanted to point out, if you didn't know, that Anachronox turned 25 years old about, like, I think it was like last week, or the week before that. And I think the main director or producer of the game found and plans on releasing the rest of the script for that game, the story that remains unfinished. And he just wants to know how best to go about releasing it. So there was some discussion about this on the internet, if I recall correctly. I'm looking forward to it being eventually released. If he actually does some sort of Kickstarter or GoFundMe, I may actually drop some money into that. I gave up on those types of crowdfunding organizations a long time ago. But I am willing to take a risk in order to see if he does release it as a game, to see the game again. Now, how do we go forward here? Can we go forward here? And in any case, because I was tempted to play through that game again, but we probably won't be getting to it soon, since I'm planning on probably another Underrail go, starting in December, the last one before the next Underrail comes out. Sector 4. This is Sector 3. That's what we're looking for. Now, how do we reach it? Did we miss a doorway? We can't go this way. I absolutely loved Anachronox. It was, I remember when I bought it, it was in an electronics boutique. It was in like a bargain bin type of thing. This was when they began to slowly fade out PC games from what they were selling. And so there was like a pile of games at the store, and it was among them. And I was like, oh, I remember hearing about this. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to see anyone down here. I thought this was the wrong way, but apparently we're doubling back now. I think he had a Gep gun in his hand. Oh, there was another door here the entire time. I just missed it entirely. Okay. So we went the hard way first. Oh, it wouldn't be me if I didn't do it that way. Or maybe this way wouldn't have opened.
No, go back. Think what we could do with Area 51.
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to do, Mr. Everett. I don't see the thing I'm looking to destroy. Was it back in the other area? Oh, wait, that's where we came from. That's where we came from. Okay. We entered from that. We're not getting through that. Yeah, I don't know where to go. I have no clue where we're going. Where's the passage? Where is it? Do we destroy this and hop inside? We can't do that. Well, that's a little awkward there, but we're not going that way either. This is the other side of that door we were looking at. Oh, okay. I saw that earlier. I did see the blue line, but I thought it was just like, I didn't think we actually had to destroy that. This is the first time we're doing something like that to access an area. Okay, good to know that's the case. We'll keep that in mind going forward.
You're too late. Already I'm more than human.
Does that mean I don't get the job?
Soon I will be pure light. Pure energy. Helios and I... While the Illuminati cower in the shadows...
You will be the Supreme Enlightened, the Illuminated One.
Everett has taught you well. I will be what the Illuminati aspire to be, but cannot create for themselves soon. When my augmented systems like yours are complete and able to be integrated with Helios, I will burn like the brightest star.
You're gonna burn, all right.
Look at you. You're nothing but a little man. A little man still living inside a body. Lose your body and what are you?
Nothing. You vanish.
You die.
Wow, those are super powerful. Can we destroy them? Possibly. We can. It can shoot through. It can shoot through the force field. Let's try this then. Assault rifle, I take back every bad thing I had ever even thought about you. That you can fire grenades is amazing.
Ignore Page. He will die when we blow up the facility. Your only objective is to find the controls for the reactor's cooling system. We must make sure that the monstrosity Page has made of himself is not technologically feasible for future generations.
Alan, I have a feeling that the truth about whatever's we're involved in this involves the Aquinas Protocol on Helios. Pages should get access to those areas, but the Aquinas substation and router are usually deserted during 4th shift. Unfortunately, the notice file was gone. You can get away. The code is 6765. See if you can find out what's going on. And if anyone asks, just tell them you're there because of the variances in the fiber interface relays. Julia. Well, he didn't make it, Julia. I'm sorry to say. Let's see, so what is this? This is... I don't know what this actually opens, so... Aquinas... Access code? Question mark? I don't know if we need to... So I don't remember, viewers, as I've mentioned before, where we're going. And we don't have a picture of Sector 4. This is where the Karkians are. If we don't have to go that way, let's not. We are going to ignore Tong. I don't care about whatever the coolant. We're just going to kill Bob Page. We have to shut down the reactors that are protecting him currently, keeping that shield active. Oh, I saw that. I don't think the Greys actually respawn, viewers, so I'm willing to take some shots on them. Oh! Four headshots to down him. My goodness, their brains are protected. You know, the Karkians won't be able to run away from a tranquilizer dart or two. And they can't shoot at us in retaliation. We'll see how many of these it takes to down one of these big boys. I'm hoping just two, but it might take a third. And they're both still up. Okay, then... I'm sorry, Karkians. Oh, there's the Greasels. The Greasel's still up. Let's try downing the Grey, and then we'll make our move. Oh, right, its eye! Okay, that one's running, so we can kill him probably very easily when we get down there. If we're going down there. More normal rounds, and a lamb. Oh, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for these.
That's one of the blue fusion reactors. You need to shut down all four.
It was 724, and then we have to randomly choose what the last one is, because we don't know what it is. Let's see, let's also use a health pack really quick to get us back up to full life. And what are we looking for? 724, and then we don't know. It's not 6. It's 3.
Excellent. 3 left.
Those were not spider bots. Oh wow, they're guarding loot! Who says the bots didn't have any special stuff with them? They absolutely did. I don't think I care about whatever's in this. I don't care. I do not care. So there's 4 of them total as well. Good to know. I think viewer the Greys respawn too. I think that's what's happening here. I don't think this is the same one we wounded earlier. And the Karkians look like they're back as well. They are. Okay, so we have infinite spawning enemies of various stripes. Okay, that's going to be awkward. It also means that I'm not so interested in fighting them then. That's super useful to know. There's a recharger here. I don't care about treasure chests. Purvis, I hacked the door lock on the coolant systems. Saves you the trouble. 2242. Amazing no one ever bothered to write this stuff down. I'm finding doors with unknown codes. Anyways, check the secondary cooling interchange. The number is been reporting back don't look right. Of course, I'm just guessing at what right is. Mac. Oh, there's a nuke virus here. Okay, good to know. So, just in case you don't have master hacking, but we do. We'll still probably want that. Coolant system is 2242. We're gonna make another hard save, viewer. So far things are going really well. Well, they were going better a second ago. We're out of ballistic armor, so I guess we'll just go ahead and use an environmental suit.
Soon I will leave this body and death will have no meaning.
God! Oh. Oh. God! Oh.
Okay, it's just gas.
Oh.
So that was the gray I think we wounded. Oh, maybe there were 3 grays up in here. Oh, right in the back! In the solar plexus. The camera saw us.
That's far enough.
You are wasting time. Forget the other 2 blue fusion devices. Find the controls that let you shut off coolant to the power room.
No. No, we're not doing that. You know what, do I care? I don't care. We have plenty of tools. Oh! That will stop the Greys from respawning, I think. Okay, we should look to do that for the other things. And spider bots are now active. So we got 2 of the reactors. They must be up here, what we're hearing. Because they would be fighting... they might not be fighting the creatures. There's the coolant bay. There's universal constructor control. There's another... Okay, we need that. I don't have to kill it. Oh!
Fine. What do you want? Money? You can have Versalite, the whole damn company. Power? I'll get you on Meade's cabinet. I'm serious. Just forget about that last reactor. You can forget about Helios. The Aquinas router control room will remain locked until my upgrades are complete. I have my own plans for the AI.
I guess, so this leads us to Helios. Okay, I thought we might be able to access another spot to shut down more reinforcements. We're dying slightly. Let's use a med pack. This is where they're producing the things. But I have to... It's here. I think. Good, okay. That will stop the Karkians and Greasels from respawning.
You can't shoot your way out of this one. My UCs can assemble new creatures in seconds.
It's more like a minute or two. And we can just shut down the things that are doing it, so we'll be okay, Mr. Page. Get that stupid Greasel. Alright, it's looking good. We got 3 of them down, and we don't have to worry about these creatures respawning. Not that I think we would anyway. But I don't know where we're going for the last one. I mean, I don't know where we were going for any of them. What's in this? Where does this go? Let's find out together. A button. And stuff. You like stuff? Savant rounds and rockets. I don't know where that... I don't think that probably goes to a reactor. I think we need to get upstairs next. You know, Mr. Morgan Everett and Dowd, I wouldn't mind having, like, a cheering section here. Like, you're doing so good, JC. Keep up the excellent work, JC. Just a little bit longer, JC. That would be... The morale boost would be really nice. Just saying. Just saying. Alright, maybe we have to go that way. So let's get back up to where Mr. Page is located. I don't remember where he was located. How do we get up to him? Is it this way? This looks like a lift. Is this a lift?
Lost?
Not lost. I hit the wrong button. That sucks. Oh, God! Okay, we lived. Let's just take out the spider bots now. Oh, I'm super glad we actually held on to all those multi-tools now. We still have 6 left. But it's nice knowing that I didn't feel like I was gonna be, I was going to need to worry about accessing, I'm babbling, I'm not being coherent. I'm glad we held on to so many of them. It allowed me to just use them to get in here without trying to input or figure out what the codes were. And we're just able to get in there and deactivate those reinforcements. And now we should have no trouble with the rest of this map, I'm hoping. I hit the wrong button again. Okay, we're not... Elevator. I assume the last reactor isn't in the router. Oh, we're back here again. No, no. Alright, so an alternate way up here. We didn't have to go back past Mr. Page. And the router isn't here. This is probably where we kill him. All I want is that last reactor. Let's see. Is it 6765?
Oh. If the signs of this room are checkouts that have gone dark, open them, yes. Wide band, ultra white, yes.
I kind of...
We'll leave the locks in place until I'm ready to merge with the AI myself.
I really just want the other the last react. Maybe it's on the other side page where we were earlier. Hold on. Maybe it's down here after all. And I just missed it.
You'll make a nice meal for a Karkian.
You're not spawning any more of those, Bob. I don't know what to tell you.
Just a moment longer.
He might actually be finishing. Maybe we lose. I don't know where the last one is. And we don't have any images of him. Of course not. Maybe it's in the coolant bay. I doubt it.
The reactor's coolants run through this facility. Cut the flow, then return to the reactor lab to initiate a meltdown.
Go ahead. Blow this place sky high. You might get rid of me, but you'll take down Aquinas, the power grid, the whole electronic infrastructure. Is that what you want? Are you completely nuts?
I feel like this is the wrong way. This has to be the wrong way. We're doing everything. We're gonna put the Illuminati back in control. We're gonna go ahead and merge with Helios, but not before, or rather, and just afterwards, we will go ahead and destroy Area 51. That's what we're gonna do. All right. It feels like it feels like we missed it. Where is that flash reactor? You know what? I'm just gonna look it up online at this point. I don't know where it is. I feel like someone should have given us a floor plan of it. That's not it. Oh, maybe it's in here. Hold on, Tim. It's 3 picks. I mean, who cares? Who cares? If it's in here, we're done. This is not it. We've been here before. Where is the stupid reactor? Okay, viewers, I'll be right back. I am going to look it up online. Right, I can't Alt-Tab. My computer kind of freezes. It's right here somewhere, supposedly. It's right around here. According to the map I saw. Unless, oh, is it around the corner? Is it on this floor? Ah, it is right here. Okay, very good.
He's ours. We did it, JC. All you have to do is go to the control room and reroute the power.
No, don't listen to Everett. He and the Illuminati have been afraid from the beginning. Afraid of us. Afraid of nano-augmentation. Consider your powers, your strength, your intelligence. You've only had a small taste. Let me finish the project. Let me bring infinite power to the human body. You will not be left behind.
Nah, that's too much like Showdown.
Soon I will leave this body and death will have no meaning.
You better be really quick about it. By the time I freaking figure out how to get back to where I was, I'll be. Actually, he may win. He may figure out how. He may be able to do what he's looking to do before I'm able to access it at the rate I'm going. Hit the wrong button. This is clear proof that JC Denton should not be in charge of anything. We are struggling to figure out where we're supposed to go. I think we're going over here and hitting the button. And I think that's it. Let's take a look. Yes! Take this, Mr. Page! And viewers, I guess before we do that, thank you for watching. I've had a great deal of fun playing through the DXX game. Again, it's been grand. I love it. If I'm complaining here in the very last moments of this, it's only because I've done this so irregularly. I do not know what the layout of this entire facility is. I would not have known that last generator was where it was had I not looked it up in the map. I would never have noticed that there was a spot in that one room we weren't supposed to go in, because I was panicking because of gas. And the gas isn't really doing any damage to me, but I don't like hearing my character shout in pain. But otherwise, this is great. I guess we'll talk a tiny bit about this, a small mini review as it were, and then we will stop, because I don't know if I'll be able to talk over the ending, cutscenes, music, let alone the cutscene. I'm not going to talk over that at all, but anyway, I'm babbling already. Graphically, the HD mod that comes with this looks great. I think it really brings it up to par with what we're seeing these days. I mean, granted, I guess it does still look aged, obviously, but it looks so much better than what this would have looked like normally. I am very grateful once again for the mod makers who did all this work on this, and I intend on donating $115 to them right after I'm done recording this. If not today, then I'll be doing it tomorrow. I think the music for this game is phenomenal. It is classic early. Yeah, that's right. Early 2000s, very, very extreme late 1990s. The music I'm familiar with the Unreal Tournament and everything of the sort. Fantastic. I love it. Sound effects for this game are good. Nothing really feels out of place or incorrect. I do wish that the cameras didn't beep when they saw you, but whatever. That was the standard thing to do back then. So it is what it is. And that's not complaining about the way sound is. This is a mechanic. There was lots of replayability for this game, so we went through it with rifles and secondary pistols. I've gone through it with melee and secondary, like a law. So it's great. The mod adds even more options, because you can use only low-tech weapons, use throwing knives, or because of the reduced amount of space heavy weapons take up, you can actually wield 3 of them and still bring other things with you. So I like this very much. I like the changes to the augmentations. You can spec your character out differently as well. It's great. Absolutely love it. Think that's amazing. The weapons feel good. I like all the different types of modifications for it. The different ammo types are nice. I wish I had paid attention and kept my change ammo on our SMG earlier. I would not have been panicking so much about bots as we did early on. And I wish I had kept the auto fire and slapped it on my stealth pistol to turn it into a machine pistol. That probably would have made this a lot more fun. It's still a good weapon, though. Like, I'm not going to play too much. We still put it to good use. Story-wise, I like the beginning parts of Deus Ex more than the latter parts. The beginning parts ask some interesting questions, probe you for what your thoughts are on certain things. Safety versus freedom. How much government control should be there? and all things of this nature. The riots, the disease, should certain people only get the vaccine, the most important people? What about the other people? Like, everyone should get it, shouldn't they? What if there's not enough to go around and so on? I really love the early parts of Deus Ex in particular. Later parts, although probably not rushed, it doesn't have the same impact for me as the beginning parts. Although, I suppose there are a few spots where it does still continue to ask some of those interesting questions, like when we joined with the Luminous Path. We're not joining the good guys. They're not good guys. It just so happens that our needs align, and so we're working with them, right? They were still supporting, like, slave trade and stuff like that. So, you know, not the good guys. But still, you know, I like it. It's just, once again, the later parts don't feel as good as the earlier parts, but the game's still good. I still like it. I have fond memories of this game. I've played through the beginning portion of the game quite often in my earlier years, in college and then slightly after college. So I do have some bias towards this game. I do like it very much. The voice acting is also, by the way, very good. No one really feels fake or out of place, unlike some of the other games I've played. But not to knock those other games, but they did a great job in this one, I feel. Controls feel good, although I wish I could have more hotkeys somehow, and I wish that it was easier for me to figure out which augmentation is linked to which slot. That is not easy to do. It's a lot of guesswork for the hotkeys. Otherwise, everything is good in that regard. It's standard FPS in all other aspects, so that is still good. Yeah, that's about it, I think. So, good game. Very, very much enjoyed it. Love the additions that the mod has done. I don't think I would like the base game as much. I remember there aren't as many augmentations or upgrade canisters. I don't think there aren't as many weapon modifications. Weapons are a little more restrictive. We definitely wouldn't be upgrading certain things. We would never have taken a stealth pistol, and so on. Like, there's a few other things about the base game that this game fixes, I feel. So I like all of what this game has added. I can't think of anything that the mod has done that I have disliked. Or I can't remember it, if there was. So fantastic. Highly recommend this mod if you haven't tried it before. It is grand. And with all that said, viewer, thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And now it's time to kill off Bob Page and bring back the 1980s capitalism. Let's do it.
I gave you life.
I trust you've been able to find yourself a place within the organization.
I'm personally overseeing the distribution of the vaccine, but it'll still take months to restore the infrastructure. We'll have to arrange for additional food distribution and security in Paris. Maybe New York as well.
All through the proper intermediaries, of course.
Intermediaries?
We have a great number of agencies who in turn operate other agencies. Boxes stacked one in another. They'll need to be reactivated, but we never touch anything directly. We only influence, suggest, insinuate.
The world must know by now, Everett, what we've done.
Know what? Only that the long night is over. The crown of government is tarnished, but that will fade in time. The riots, a fever dream. The plague, a horrible nightmare. And like everything else that's happened, such things will only be dimly remembered upon waking to their normal lives. In the end, all sins are forgiven. Even yours.
What about the Constructor? And Helios?
Do you really think they're ready for that? After everything you've seen, everything you've done?
No. Not yet.
But soon. We have made our own mistakes, became insulated from the world we sought to control. And whatever they may think, the night is far from over. But that will change. And you will help us change even as we teach you. This time, we will do it right.
And who are we? Who are we really?
We are the invisible hand. We are the Illuminati. We come before and after. We are forever. And eventually, we will lead them into the day.
Better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven. Paradise Lost. John Milton. Well, viewer, we already chatted about what I thought of the game, which means I guess we talk a tiny bit about what he said there at the very end, but otherwise we'll let the rest of the credits flow. That's very interesting, and I feel really correct. People have very short-term memories in terms of horrible things that have occurred. Most people have probably already forgotten what it was like to live under the extremely restrictive laws regarding COVID. And I look over my shoulder towards my vaccination card that proves I'm a real human being. I'm allowed to go to certain places that you wouldn't otherwise be able to go. That was awful. I can't say I agree with that whatsoever, but everyone's already moved on. Everyone's already forgot all this. And everyone's living their normal lives. I still have backup masks in my back room. I bet you no one else has them. So I feel that's an accurate ending. They'll remember it briefly. Everyone will forget in like 6 months. No one will remember what happened except for a select few individuals. And they'll grumble, but nothing will happen. God, that's so depressing. Well, what are you gonna do? We are what we are. We're human beings. Anyway, that didn't sound too bad, actually, but I suppose perhaps the game wasn't really taking sides particularly, other than Resistance 12 is clearly evil. Bob Page is clearly a megalomaniac, and it needs to be stopped. Other than that, it's up to you what you think of the things that were ongoing. And I like that very much. I feel that more games should do that. I feel like many games just beat you on the head, especially these days, with how they think you should think about things. I don't like that. I think I commented about this in my Deus Ex Human Revolution. I think that was it. The next Deus Ex. I didn't play any of the DLCs for it, but the next one. I think I commented how I very much liked that when you listen to conversations between the civilians in that game, they both are like, they're talking and debating about things. Like, you're getting two sides of the argument, which I love. I love that. I wish more games did that. So what else is there? So the only ending now I haven't seen is the Helios ending. So maybe in 8 years from now, if I'm still around, we'll play through this game again. Maybe we won't even be using computers at that time. Maybe we'll have some sort of giant closet we can walk in and we can actually do the game in reality, in some sort of weird virtual reality or something of the sort. That'd be interesting. Technology's come a long way since this game came out. And some of what the game was posing as questions turned out to happen, right? I still remember there was some talk about this game and the skyline from Liberty Island, and how there was no Twin Towers in it. When just like a little time after this game had been released, the attack happened. 9/11 happened here in America. My goodness. Was there anything about the game, Tim, that you didn't like, or you can think? I guess the only complaint I would have at this moment was that even though the mod did, I think, greatly improve the augmentations, that one augmentation about regaining energy when we knocked out people, it didn't seem to work, or I didn't understand it. So that was a useless slot for us. Everything else worked. I do know that this version of the mod I played is also an outdated version of this. Like, there's a whole different version that came out before I even began playing this. And when I say came out, I mean some time ago. But when I tried it, the game kept locking my computer or crashing. So I gave up on it and fell back to this version, and this version worked. So maybe there's additional alterations and changes that look even better for this mod if you go and grab it. Don't forget what I said, by the way, about Anachronox. Keep an eye open for it if you liked that game, because I don't think they're going to make another game, but I think at least somehow the story will come out, and I am really interested in knowing what they had planned for the rest of that game. If you did not know, I'm assuming you know what Anachronox is. I have a playlist of it on my channel, but there's a movie, effectively, of all the game cutscenes interspliced with some combats and what have you with the game that is phenomenally done. I think done by one of the programmers or designers of the game. It was finished at the halfway mark, with Daikatana taking away all the resources from the company at the time. That's a shame, because although the gameplay in Necronox, yes, we were talking about Necronox now, although the gameplay for Necronox wasn't very good, the combat was pretty... I mean, it's standard JRPG stuff, I suppose. Kind of boring. But the story was great, and the voice acting was great, and the camera work was incredible in that game at the time, and still remains phenomenal to this day. And some of the things it showed off and questions it posed are very good, even today. I wouldn't mind playing through that game again, but it's not on the horizon, at least not at the moment. What else is there? Well, viewer, with this finished, we'll be focusing now on Hedon and Arco, and we should probably get both of those done before August is finished. And then we roll right into September, which means it's time for Halloweenish games, because I usually start those in early September. I'm not quite sure which ones to play this time. And I wish I could even mention what I have to try, but they're on the desktop, and I'm staring at the credits at the moment. So that's not gonna happen. Hey! Look at these great guys. All the guys who worked here for Ion Storm, I presume. My goodness, look at that team. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate the stuff you've done. I love those shirts, by the way, the Ion Storm black shirts. I wear a black t-shirt and jeans every day when I go into work. And then it's the summer, so I toss on a Hawaiian shirt. Alright, guys. Well, that does it. I babbled through the entire credits. Thank you guys again for watching. I'm going to go off now and see about donating to the mod. And I will see you all in the next game, whatever that will be, assuming you want to see another game that I upload. Thanks again, everyone, and I'll see you then. Take care, everyone.